I thought you said, oh, and I thought something went wrong. Anyway, to wrap up our session, I would just like to, as always, as my family would say, I always like to have the last word. But I would like to thank very much the women who have given their time to come in and share their memories. I've appreciated everyone because they came at the drop of a hat to come and share with us. We don't have Helen Lepper today. She had to go back to her summer place, and also Doris Collins wasn't able to join us today. At some future date, I hope that this can be continued on and that we will be able to get the next, I'm not sure what to call them, but the next round of people that have been so involved. But I also would like to thank, and first of all I want to make a comment on Jeanette, who had been our coordinator before, and she said that she was in continual amazement from all of the women that were involved in these, the crafts, the bridge, the birthday parties, and all of the teas. And she said they would come in, she said they'd be really down, thinking they weren't going to be able to make any money for the club. She said they would turn around, and she said some of them would buy one another's crafts, and they would also maybe buy what baking was left over. And she said they always came out with a profit. And she said this happened time and again, and she said I was in continual amazement over it all. Wow. And now further to that, I would like to thank those that are involved in the Nifty 50s now. We have just scratched the surface of the beginnings of the club and of our association with Parkdale Community Association, and how up until about 3 years ago it had ran, as was mentioned here, it ran relatively smoothly, and we've had such a good working arrangement. But now I'd like to thank the present coordinators, Jeanette and Sylvia, and all of those that are on the board, and yes, all of the ones that have come and gone through the intervening years. And with these ladies now that 4 of them have lost their husbands, and I guess that's what prompted this, because we were afraid that our original members and memories would die as well, and I didn't want to let this happen. And which was the beginning of all of this. And we hope now that it will continue. Shut it off for a minute. Further to thanking all of those that have taken over in the intervening years, I also want to a special thanks to, first of all, when I mentioned this idea to Patty Howell, and she went to work, and at first it was going to be that we had somebody to take notes. Secondly, it was going to be somebody that did the taping. Thirdly, she came up with the idea of the videograph. Now, when Patty wasn't able to continue, she's conscripted Phil Oldale and Elaine, and they have continued and persevered with us, and for that we can't thank you enough.
And our many thanks.
Yes,
Right.
many thanks.